Someone once told me, leading people is a lot like walking through a cemetery. There's a lot of people beneath you, and nobody's listening. It's hard to be heard. If you think about it, great humans, such as the ones that you see here, who have made the history books, have been transformational. It's one of the characteristics of their greatness. Lester Thoreau said it best. A competitive world has two possibilities for you. You can lose, or, if you want to win, you can change. But sometimes the old advice is still the best. As said by Charles Darwin, it's not the strongest of species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. That's why transformational leaders are vital to organizations. That's why it's important that you be one. My name is Johannsen. I'm the founder of Legacee, an organization dedicated to transformation of yourself and of others. For the more skilled we are, the more we are likely to help others succeed. Most transformational leadership theories just give you what. We give you how. It's nice to know what, the what of fire, for example, but it's so much better to know how to make fire. That's what you'll see next, the model of how. We can always give you more details, but we want to give you the big picture here. So what is the first catalyst for change? A transformational mindset. Honestly, transformational leaders, the great ones, don't think average, and neither should you. You need to develop a flexible set of beliefs, a worldview. Otherwise, you become cognitively rigid, and you enter the dreaded zombie zone. There are 5 key cognitive structures here. As Niccolò Machiavelli pointed out, there is nothing more difficult to take in hand, more perilous to conduct, or more uncertain in its success than to take the lead in the introduction of a new order of things. Sure, this applies to external change, but it also applies to internal change, since this is also likely to fail. How easy is it to permanently lose weight? How about that exercise program? So for transformational mindsets to work, it's critical, it's vital, that you focus on self-mastery. You no doubt have heard of the mission of the Starship Enterprise, to boldly go where no man has gone before. This boldly go applies to learning how to use your mind. Hardly no one does that. You need to work the immature ego and pull the weeds out of the garden of the unconscious. But this is not the only thing you need to do. One also needs to develop behavioral skills. Remember, leadership, like swimming, cannot be learned by reading about it. You know, the problem of a university education? You pay lots of money for theory. That's great if you're a professor. I know, I am one, but I've never forgot relevancy and practicality, which is why you really need to build skills. It's not your company's responsibility to grow your leadership skills. It's yours. This is like expecting someone to build a house without providing a hammer, nails, or even a saw. To use another analogy, it's like putting someone in a boat and expecting them to be able to sail, but they don't have a map. So you need a map, which is our skill building model. I once heard a quote by Abraham Maslow that goes, "If the only tool you have is a hammer, all problems look like a nail." Of these 9, most managers rely exclusively on 2 or 3, throwing away 2/3 of their potential to get results. I'm sorry to say, but it seems that many bosses use a large dose of authority along with quite a lot of punishment. It makes sense. You should learn to use more than just a hammer. You're probably thinking at this point, wow, this sounds like a lot of work. But remember, if you think learning is expensive, try calculating the cost of ignorance. After college or high school, most people spend more money on their cars than they do on themselves. Remember, your car depreciates, and so do you if you don't invest in job-relevant skills. Today, you set a goal to become a great transformational leader. In a world of change, you must change yourself and help others to do the same. We have programs to assist, but you must provide the vision, the motivation, and the resources. Feel free to contact us at the email provided or browse the free information that we have put on the Legacee site. Or you might want to go to the learning site, webleadershipclasses.com, and check out the Transformational Leadership course and the other courses that we run every month. Here's wishing you the very best on the journey of life.